The stars shone like diamonds across the endless black sky. On the bridge of the alien warship, Commander Zarian stood tall, his green-scaled fingers gripping the edge of the console. His mission had been clear: scout Earth, study humans, and prepare for the invasion. But today, something unusual was about to happen, something that even Zarian couldn't predict. On Earth, in a quiet small town, a young woman named Lily was walking home under the dim streetlights. She was clever, bold, and fearless, traits that made her an interesting target for the aliens. Unknown to her, Zarian's ship had just landed silently in the forest nearby, cloaked in invisibility. Inside the ship, Zarian's assistant, a smaller alien named Kilo, scanned the area. "Commander, she seems unaware of our presence," Kilo said, his voice like gravel. Zarian's sharp eyes glowed faintly. "Perfect. Let's make contact. But, carefully. We must study her reaction." A sudden thought made him pause. Human reactions were unpredictable. They could be clever, or foolish. Zarian decided to observe her directly. Using a small holographic projector, he disguised himself in human form, appearing as a tall man in black clothes. From the shadows, Lily noticed him. "Hello?" she asked, her voice steady but curious. Zarian smiled, keeping his voice calm and friendly. "Hi. I'm new here. Can you help me?" Lily laughed lightly, a sound Zarian had never heard from a human before. "You look lost," she said mockingly. "Are you one of those lost tourists?" Zarian froze. In his long experience studying humans, no one had ever mocked a commander before. His pride stung. But he controlled himself. "Perhaps," he said slowly, "but you don't need to be rude." Lily's smile widened. "Oh, I'm not rude. I just enjoy teasing lost people." The commander's patience wore thin. He wanted to show her his power, to make her understand that mocking him was a dangerous mistake. But he restrained himself. "All right," he said quietly. "Let's see what you really know about the universe." Lily raised an eyebrow. "Excuse me?" Zarian took a deep breath and touched a small device on his wrist. Suddenly, the street around them seemed to vanish, replaced by the view of outer space, stars spinning in wild patterns, and alien ships moving silently. Lily gasped. She had never seen anything like this in her life. "Whoa, what is this?" she whispered. "This," Zarian said, his voice steady but firm, "is my world. And you've just stepped into it." Lily's fear flickered for a moment, but her curiosity won. She stepped closer. "You mean aliens?" "Really?" Zarian nodded. "Yes. And you have mocked me." His eyes glowed faintly green. Lily's confidence wavered slightly. I didn't mean." "Silence," Zarian interrupted, his voice suddenly sharp, commanding. "Mockery is dangerous. Even for humans." Before Lily could react, the holographic projection disappeared. She now faced the real Zarian, tall, green-skinned, and far more terrifying than she could have imagined. His presence made the air feel heavy, almost suffocating. Lily stepped back, her heart racing. You're real." "I am real," Zarian said. "And you've mocked me. A commander of the intergalactic fleet. Do you understand your mistake?" Lily's mind raced. She had heard stories of aliens in movies, but none had ever seemed real until now. And now, she faced a creature that could crush her with one thought. But she didn't run. Not yet. Instead, she raised her chin and tried to meet his gaze. "Look, I didn't know you were scary," she said. "I was just joking. I didn't mean." Zarian's anger simmered beneath the surface. He had studied countless humans, and most would have screamed or run. But this human, showed a strange kind of boldness. He decided to test her further. "Boldness," he said slowly. "Or foolishness?" He gestured with a hand, and suddenly, the room transformed again, this time into a chamber aboard his alien ship. Walls shimmered with energy, and alien technology hummed softly. Lily stumbled, her eyes wide. How did we? Zarian's voice was calm but dangerous. You are inside my ship. And now, you will understand the consequences of mocking a commander. For a moment, Lily froze. But then she laughed a nervous, high-pitched laugh. You're crazy. Do you really think scaring me will make me feel bad? Zarian's jaw tightened. No human had ever dared to laugh at him this way. Fury and disbelief mixed in his chest. He raised a hand, ready to unleash a small energy blast enough to hurt, but not kill. But then, he hesitated. Something about her reaction, the courage in her eyes, made him pause. Lily noticed his hesitation. What? Are you scared of me? She taunted. Zarian blinked. No human had ever mocked him like this before. Not even the fiercest generals on his home planet. Rage and curiosity battled within him. Finally, he spoke, his voice low and commanding. You are remarkable. Most humans would have collapsed by now. You amuse me. Lily tilted her head. Amuse you? I thought I was in trouble. Zarian's sharp teeth glinted under the alien light. You are in trouble, but not in the way you imagine. You have spirit. Boldness. A mind that thinks beyond fear. That is unusual for your kind. Lily exhaled slowly, realizing she had survived the first test. But the suspense wasn't over. Zarian waved a hand, and a holographic projection appeared, showing images of planets, wars, and civilizations destroyed or conquered by his fleet. You see, Zarian said, your world is small, fragile. One misstep, one foolish action, and it could vanish. Yet, you mock me? Lily swallowed. I didn't know. I thought. Enough, Zarian interrupted. Then, unexpectedly, he smiled a real, slight smile, not threatening, but almost amused. You have passed the first trial. Most humans would have cowered or pleaded. You did not. Lily's eyebrows shot up. Trial? First trial? What does that mean? It means, Zarian said, that perhaps you are not like the others. That perhaps you could help, or at least survive. But beware. Your boldness is both your strength and your weakness. One more mistake, and it will be your last. Lily's heart raced, a mix of fear and excitement. So, I didn't die? She asked. No, Zarian replied, his green eyes glowing softly. Not yet. But remember this, mocking a commander, even for a joke, can be dangerous. You have learned that today. For the first time, Lily realized something. This encounter was not just about fear. It was about respect, understanding, and survival. She had laughed, she had mocked, and she had challenged the alien commander. And somehow, she had lived. Zarian turned to the console, signaling Kilo. Prepare the ship. We leave soon. But remember this human, she may be a key to something greater. Do not underestimate her. Kilo nodded, watching Lily closely. Commander, she is unusual. Yes, Zarian said quietly, almost to himself. Unusual, and potentially valuable. But she must learn mockery is never safe. Outside, the stars continued to shine. Lily took a deep breath, feeling the weight of what had happened. She had survived an alien encounter, faced a commander who could destroy worlds, and lived to tell the story. And somewhere deep in the galaxy, Commander Zarian regretted, just a little, that he had been mocked.